this Halloween. You fill out McDonald's Halloween gift certificates. He's taking McDonald's and taking a McDonald's soft drink. What for 20 Halloween gift certificates cost only $1. And can turn into 20 regular soft drinks. It must be magical Halloween.
McDonald's kid.
Nobody.
I'm Freddy Krueger, and you're invited to my special get-together. Beware, you may never leave. Dial this number now. I've got some grisly tales for you. And if you hold my lucky comics selected at random, you'll talk to me live, while you're awake and safe. So dial this number now if you dare. Talk to me live. Freddy Krueger is waiting just for you.
$2 for the first minute, 35 cents each additional minute.
Halloween, Toys R Us doesn't miss a trick, and the prices are a treat. We've got costumes for all Toys R Us kids, even grown-ups, and loads of candy, makeup, masks, and more. Toys R Us will make your Halloween supernatural.
This morning, Billy looked like any other boy, but as the moon rose, he turned into a werewolf. He used new Pa's Halloween makeup kits. His friends did too. Look, Mike's a vampire. Amy's a ghost. Pa's makeup is safer than masks. It never blocks vision, and it's hypoallergenic too. So watch your kids turn into the creatures they really are with new Pa's Halloween makeup kits.
Tales of horror that will give you the creeps.
This is going to be extremely painful, Mr. Merrill.
The most fun you'll ever have being scared. Creep Show. Rated R.
Now playing at a theater near you.
Granola dips are haunting the wholesome Halloween treat. Chewy granola dipped in real milk chocolate. The perfect treat for your little monsters.
Gosh, Burger Chef, it's Wolfgang the werewolf!
Where can I get delicious burgers? Where can I get fun food? Where, oh where?
At Burger Chef!
And now at participating Burger Chefs, you can buy fun meals that now come on Halloween magic meal trays. There's a magic trick in each fun meal. There are 10 different magic meal tricks you can collect.
Burger Chef, you're incredible!
I'm looking forward to your arrival on Halloween night.
They're back, all the little Peanuts characters, in a happy Halloween special, filled with ghosties and ghoulies and things that go bump in the night. It's The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, Monday at 8, 7 Central and Mountain.
10 singers, 9 singers, 8 yummy singers! 7 singers, 6 singers, 5 tasty singers!
Everyone wants to zap gold cake with vanilla frosting, devil's food with chocolate, raspberry with coconut, or with cream served.
These 1 singers to zap!
Right now, in specially marked bonus packs, you'll find a pumpkin decorating kit and 2 extra zingers.
Trick or treat!
1 trick and 2 treats from Dolly Madison.
My big friend, I love the big taste of chocolate in this
Hershey's Kisses, the little kiss with a big taste.
Almost ready for Halloween. And you know, it's the strangest thing. Everybody's wild about new scratch and sniff stickers and special trick-or-treat packages. And they're dying to take home these cuddly pumpkin beanbags. And these party decorations are so popular, they seem to just disappear. So So come to Hallmark Halloween store. We're waiting for you.
Goblins, werewolves, vampires. They're not real, but he is a real nightmare. Jamie Lee Curtis, Donald Pleasance. It's the night he came home. Halloween 2, Thursday at 8 on Channel 17. Parental discretion advised.
Want a costume? Yo, beep, what you got in the bag?
Introducing Roy Rogers Beef Chicken Deal. And juicy pieces of fried chicken, hot crisp fries, and a fresh baked biscuit. Roy Rogers Beef Chicken Deal, just $1.99.
Don't you even think about it?
They are the children of the corn. They must obey he who walks among the roads. They live in a world where adults are not allowed to live. Children of the corn. Kind of nightmare, an adult nightmare. Stephen King's Children of the Corn. Rated R.
Coming Friday. Check local newspapers for theaters and showtimes.
Halloween's coming. What are you going to do about it? Whether you do a little or a lot, be an original this Halloween and find yourself at Hallmark.
And at participating Hallmark stores, get your hands on the spooky soundstage, full of creepy sounds and Halloween theme songs. $1.95 with any $5 Hallmark purchase, only at participating Hallmark stores. It's a scream. The Halloween Hall of Fame will continue after these messages.
The Halloween experts at Magic Manor have everything you'll need this year, including actual character masks from famous motion pictures. And they can show you the proper application of makeup to impress that special someone. Magic Manor's professional hand-painted custom masks start as low as $250. This Halloween, remember Magic Manor. Wigs, masks, makeup, costumes, shockingly authentic. Magic Manor, East Winmore.
Hey, Mama, what are those things you're wearing?
My trick-or-treat safety cuffs. They're shiny aluminum foil with bright orange stripes, so they reflect light.
Neat! Where'd you get them?
Right at McDonald's. This Halloween, be sure you're all wearing McDonald's trick-or-treat safety cuffs. Children should be seen and not hurt.
Make Halloween fun with one-stop shopping at Woolworth or Woolco for your Halloween needs. Costumes from $1.83 to $3.99, like $6 Million Man, Bionic Woman, superheroes, Batman, Superman, Spider-Man, and a new favorite for girls, Holly Hoppy. You can get wrap candies of every kind, bubblegum, lollipops, fun-sized candy bars. Get this Halloween record sounds to make you shiver just $1.89. Make Halloween fun and easy. Make just one stop at Woolworth or Woolco.
This Halloween, give the safe treat
Thank you.
that helps treat the disabled.
Thank you.
Give Easter Seal safe Halloween coupons.
Thank you.
Good for special treats at local stores and restaurants.
Thank you.
Give Easter Seal safe Halloween coupons.
Thank you.
And give the treat that gives treatment.
Thank you.
Safe Halloween booklets are now available at these fine stores. Support a safe Halloween for children everywhere.
Halloween's a perfect time for making
Just roll out these very sugar cookies, bake and decorate, and eat it with your goblins. So much fun, man.
Scary.
This Halloween, capture your ghosts and goblins on genuine Kodak film from Thrifty. Whether it's print, slide, or movie film, Kodak is the choice of professionals. Thrifty carries a full line of Kodak film, including C126-24 exposure, C110, C135-24 exposure, and regular and high-speed print film. KR-135 36 exposure slide film, and Super 8 movie film. Remember, the sharper you want your memories, the more you need Kodak film and Thrifty.
My most perfect creation! Gee, I'll have to do something about that face.
Introducing Spooky Goop, horrifying monster makeup you make up at home. Spooky Goop's bubbling lizard lips, bat bones, and toad toes create a ghoulish goo that makes a monster out of you.
Now that's a face no mother could love.
Spooky Goop, spine-tingling makeup for Halloween or any unearthly occasion.
I just had the greatest idea. Let's spend the night in the fun house.
This better be good.
It's gonna be great.
Something is alive in the fun house. Something deadly. Something evil. A carnival of terror. The fun house, rated R, starts theater near you.
Last year, one of everyone's favorite candies appeared in a Halloween-sized pack.
Skittles.
And word spread quickly.
Is this the house that gives Skittles? See, I told ya.
I, Speedy McGreedy, have created Frankenstein Mouth.
I want juicy burgers.
We'll go to Hardee's.
The burgers are juicy at Hardee's.
Right, Ivan. Hardee's job roils them.
Let's say hello to Hardee's.
It's Halloween time. When you buy a burger and soft drink at Hardee's, you get a coin to put in the fun machine, which gives you a Halloween prize.
I got a creepy crawly Halloween thing. I got a Halloween ring.
The fun machine at participating Hardee's.
Wednesday, it's a hair-raising Halloween happening. Can't she begin first? That Emmy-winning Fat Cat. It's the trick-or-treat trail.
I'm no scaredy cat.
It's all new Garfield's Halloween Adventure. Then,
I hear the Great Pumpkin.
the Halloween classic, It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, right after Garfield, Wednesday.
Toys R Us has the Big Bird Halloween costume and the Yoda Halloween costume for trick-or-treating.
What strange creatures are lurking in the night? Ah, skull face, mummy face too. Oh, ghoul face. What a frightful sight. Yes, Mom, this Halloween your kids can have fun creating their own scary disguise with Kooky Spooks makeup. They just smear it on. When the makeup dries, it cracks to make them look really old and ghoulish. Add in the sheet and the costume's complete. Kooky Spooks makeup kits, 6 frightening disguises to choose from.
Stephen King, author of Carrie said, Evil Dead is the most ferociously original horror film of the year. If you think he's kidding, see for yourself. Evil Dead. They got up on the wrong side of the grave. Evil Dead from New Line Cinema.
Starts tomorrow at these theaters. Check newspapers for times.
I think you'll like this house.
Isn't this supposed to be haunted?
Haunted? What an absurd idea. So, I mean, what would a ghost be doing here? Haunted.
David.
No other diet soft drink delivers the real cola taste of 1-calorie Diet Coke. The real one. It's lifting more and more spirits every day. The move is on to Diet Coke.
Diet Coke.
Watch out for him.
It started to happen again. Dad! I'm in trouble.
You've had some scary dreams, okay? Help!
Daddy can't help you now.
Freddy is back on Elm Street, and he's not a welcome visitor. A Nightmare on Elm Street, Part 2. Freddy's Revenge. Rated R from New Line Cinema.
Now
I put a spell on you.
Hi, everybody. I hope you can hear me okay.
Because
my name is DJ War Daddy, also known as Dusty from the band Vision Video. And for the next 2 hours, I'm going to be taking you on sort of a dance party, history lesson of music, and a little bit of horror movie trivia. So right now what you're hearing is somebody called Screamin' Jay Hawkins. And this is one of, in my opinion, the first goth songs that's ever come out. So let's take a listen to that. Hope you guys enjoy it. If you guys have comments, I can't point to the right thing. You can chat on this URL. It'll bring you to a Discord channel. You can come chat with me, and we can take some requests and do whatever. So enjoy the song.
Because you're mine. Oh, yeah. Stop the things you do. What's up? I ain't lying. Oh, I love you. I love you. I love you anyhow. I don't care if you don't want me. I'm yours right now. I'll put a spell on you. Because you're mine, mine, mine. Oh, you're mine.
Okay, so that's Screamin' Jay Hawkins, and just a little bit of history about him. He was born in the 20s. Really interesting guy. He sort of learned jazz and blues guitar and all this sort of musical instruments, and he sort of made his break with that song, which is called, oh boy, it's dropping on me right now. I Put a Spell on You. But that came out in the 50s, and they he wanted it to be like this very romantic, sort of gothic jam, but the whole band and him got really drunk before they recorded it, so it became this like really dirge, like strange, just kind of bizarre track that he didn't expect it, but it blew him up. And so he as an African American guy in the 50s, he became really popular in like mainstream kind of, white culture, which was really hard to do, I guess, at the time. So for him, he was this guy who would be wheeled out on stage in a coffin, and he would just sort of have these like skulls on sticks and all this sort of bizarre stuff. So I really kind of wanted to pay homage to him. But in keeping with paying homage to early stuff, this next track, and we're going to start getting dancier, I promise you. This next track is from a band called The Damned. Now, they started as a punk band, and this came out in, I believe, 77. This is one of their first really popular hits called Neat, 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 and I think you're going to really like it. So let's go.
Be a doll, be a baby doll. It can be found out anyway. It can be found no way at all. Just a man can sympathize. He can't uphold his distant laws. A uniform on night to day. I got a feeling that I hear this girl say, you can't afford no cannon. You can't afford no gun at all. You can't afford no cannon. You ain't got no name to fall. Crime if there ain't
All right, so that was neat. Let me catch my breath. I'm going to do that a lot tonight. I hope you are too. If you guys are all dressed up and no place to go, if you're looking good tonight, go ahead, tag yourself on Instagram with your pictures at Vision Video Band. We want to see what you look like tonight because, you know, we're all in this together, being weird in our own homes. Usually I'm weird outside of my home, and but this is the way the world is right now, but we're going to make it work. All right, so The Damned, they were sort of not really credited fairly, I think, for punk rock. Everybody knows The Clash. Everybody knows the Sex Pistols. These were all prolific bands that set the stage for punk, but The Damned really had a diverse catalog of just really cool records, and they sort of became goth rock. And I really wanted to play that track just to sort of give them due credit. So if you take a look at a picture of Dave Vanian here, as you can see on the camera, this was in the 70s, this picture was taken. They had a very bizarre aesthetic, and they were some of the first ones to really start playing with that gothic aesthetic. So, you know, that's a really cool point. So there's a connection between this next band and that band, and it has to do with soundtracks, specifically movie soundtracks. And this soundtrack that both bands are featured on, not necessarily these songs, well, this next song is featured on it, but I would like to see if anybody can maybe guess to see which one it is. So I'm going to play this next track, and this band is called The Cramps, and again, another punk band that sort of set the stage for goth rock, but I love it. So here we go. So guess, what movie is this from?
My favorite brain suit. Cream of nowhere.
Dads
All right, so that was The Surfin' Dead by the Cramps. And again, this is a punk band that sort of proliferated the look of goth, if you will. If you can see this picture, you can see, pretty gothy, late 70s, early 80s, really set the stage for things to come. Now, I asked before the song what video or what movie that was from. And I hope some of you guessed it. It's kind of hard for me to keep track of all the chats. But the movie is one of my favorite horror films of all time. It's called Return of the Living Dead. Now, Return of the Living Dead is an 80s horror movie. I believe it's 84 or 85. But it came out, it's about this group of punks. One of them gets a new job. He accidentally starts a zombie apocalypse. So let's take a look at the original theatrical cut trailer for that.
They only come out at night. They're mean, rude, and dead. Not them. Them.
There's 100 of those things out there.
How many did you say?
100?
The dead are refusing to remain buried.
What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do?
We're gonna call the boss.
They've come back to life. They're hungry. And they're not vegetarians.
The graveyard out there is full of people coming out of the ground.
We have a little problem.
What the hell is going on there?
Rabid weasels.
What?
More brains.
Do you want party? It's party time! We got party! It's party time! Do you want party?
They're back from the grave and ready to party.
It's party time!
The return of the living dead.
Okay, so that is a great trailer, great movie. I highly, highly, highly recommend it. It has a wonderful soundtrack. In fact, I have it on vinyl here, and it's kind of hard to see, but they released a special edition Tarman Zombie vinyl, because the original Zombie, the first one that comes out, he's like tar-like and disgusting. And it's kind of hard to see, but one of my favorite records. It's got The Cramps, it's got True Sounds of Liberty, it's got The Flesh Eaters, SSQ, The Damned, and our next track, believe it or not. Oh my god. So, you heard it in the trailer, so we're going to dance to it now.
It's coming down to make a
All right, so that is 45 Grave. It's party time. That was the version specifically rewritten for the record, for the soundtrack. That movie is near and dear to my heart. I watch it probably 3 or 4 times a year. I'm a little obsessed. Yeah, it's a great movie. It's just always fun. It's so ridiculous. It's great gore. It's really well written. And an interesting fact about it, so it was written by this guy named Dan O'Bannon. He helped write some movies like the Alien series and a couple other like 80s things. A really fantastic writer. And so Dan O'Bannon got... he also wrote Total Recall with Paul Verhoeven. So Dan O'Bannon got together with the cast and crew, and what you usually don't see with horror films is where they do a sit-down read-through of the script. So they actually got together and they read through it and they acted it out, a table read, several times. I think it was like 2 or 3 times that they read through it. And that's why in the movie there's such incredible chemistry between the characters. Like, it's actually really good acting, and a lot of the actors are like really, really highly trained actors. That band was 45 Grave. It's party time. They are in a genre of what fits under the gothic umbrella as called death rock. It's kind of punk influenced, and it has that kind of driving rat pedal, just gut punch the whole time. So, moving on, we're going to continue on to the 80s. In a little bit, we're going to get into some new stuff. If you're just joining us, you can come down to this chat here. It's a little tiny URL. Just enter that in. That'll bring you to a Discord chat, and you can comment and request things or do whatever. Also, if you're in the States, I take Venmo tips. You don't have to. It's just something I do. You know, whatever. You probably shouldn't. So, in any case, this next song. This song is very personal to me because I'm in a band called Vision Video. You might be streaming in from one of our sources. We just put out our first single off of our upcoming LP. The single's called In My Side, and it was recorded by a very awesome guy named Tom Ashton. Now, Tom Ashton is living here in Athens, Georgia now, running Sub Vaughn Studios. He's a recording studio artist now. And he recorded our full-length record that is due out later this year. Now, this is one of my favorite goth bands, like full-on, true blue goth rock bands of the 80s. And this is a song of his from his band that was very well known in that scene called the March Violets. This is Tom Ashton with the March Violets, and this song is called Snake Dance. And you better dance!
Take my hands and Cleopatra, take me to the bar to burn.
listen all alone, shiver and say the words, every lie you've heard. First I'm gonna make it, and then I'm gonna break it till it falls apart. Hating all the faking and shaking while I'm breaking your brittle heart. Feeling stars all alone, sinking inside, skin and bone. Bring on the dancing horses, wherever they may roam. Shiver and say the words of every lie you've heard. First I'm gonna make it, then I'm gonna break it till it falls apart. Hating all the faking and shaking while I'm breaking your brittle heart. Brittle heart. Brittle heart. And I made of stone, Charlie Clown, no way home. Bring on the headless horses, wherever they may roam. Shiver and say the words of every lie you've heard. First I'm gonna make it, then I'm gonna break it till it falls apart. Hating all the faking and shaking while you're breaking my brittle heart. Brittle heart. Brittle heart. And our little heart. Bring on the real Messiah, whatever he may roam. Bring on the real Messiah, whatever he may roam. Bring on the real Messiah, whatever he may roam. Bring on the real Messiah.
Whew! I am dying. So this is the time in Goth Night, normally where the makeup melts and you don't look very good, but the cardiovascular system is working. So, a couple songs I played there. Echo and the Bunnymen, Bring on the Dancing Horses. One of my favorite bands featured in a horror film. Donnie Darko. Wasn't that song, but, you know, great band. Before that, I played one of my all-time favorite goth but not goth bands, because Andrew Eldritch refuses to call it goth, but Sisters of Mercy, A Rock in a Hard Place. Just a fucking great banger of a song. It just kills when we DJ live after we play shows. So Vision Video, we play a lot of shows, and Dan and I, we DJ afterwards, and this is kind of like what we do, except in my living room. I have a fog machine, there's a laser, there's a strobe light. I'm an idiot. My cats are terrified. My neighbors are probably wondering what the fuck I'm doing. Hey, we live in interesting times. If you're just joining us, you can head up the chat, tinyurl.com/visionchat. That's a unified chat. You can all come together. I'm going to look through some of that now. Oh, you guys are so kind. It's compliments. Your makeup looks like Susie. Thank you. That's a high compliment. Dang, I'm just so happy seeing you dance around. So amazing. Oh, thank you so much. Thanks for helping out the goth community of Athens at night. Show us the cats. The cats, I'll bring out the cats at the end, because the cats are kind of traumatized right now. So, anyway, Now's the time. I'm going to play one song. We're going to take a little break because I need to pee and drink more booze and get progressively more drunk for the rest of this. So, you know, what do you do when you got to go to the restroom? You play a banger. It keeps everybody occupied. So here we go. Ah! Okay. All right. So, I'm going to take a little break. I have to reset the stream for Instagram because they only do 40 minutes. That's kind of lame. Whatever. So, anyway, I'll be back in 5 minutes. 5 minutes. You guys stay tuned. Watch this. It's a fun little thing that I brought for you. This is I am now grasping at straws to get this done. Okay, 5 minutes. We'll be back.
It's intermission time, folks. So hurry, hurry, hurry. Step right over to our refreshment center for the most extravagant array of refreshment goodies ever assembled under one roof. Enjoy breathtaking, mouth-watering goodies. Everything from a snack to a delicious full meal. At our refreshment center, you'll find a large variety of goodies to satisfy your hunger, your thirst, or your sweet tooth. So hurry, hurry, hurry. Visit our refreshment center now. The show starts in 5 minutes. The show starts in 4 minutes. The show starts in 3 minutes. The show starts in 2 minutes. The show starts in 1 minute. And now, on with the show. It's intermission time, folks, so hurry, hurry, hurry. Step right over to our refreshment center for the most extravagant array of refreshment goodies ever assembled under one roof. Enjoy breathtaking, mouth-watering goodies, everything from a snack to a delicious full meal. At our refreshment center, you'll find a large variety of goodies to satisfy your hunger, your thirst, or your sweet tooth. So hurry, hurry, hurry. Visit our refreshment center now. The show starts in 5 minutes. The show starts in 4 minutes.
Okie doke. So we're back. I've done everything I needed to do. I have more booze. The fog machine is still rocking. We call her Helga. Helga is a beast. She's been through a lot. Helga does really well. You got to keep her maintained, but she'll take care of you. I haven't named the laser and the strobe light. That seems a little much. But in any case, I've got my booze. If you're just joining us, you can get onto a chat, tinyurl.com/vision chat. Again, tinyurl.com/vision chat. That brings you to a Discord chat. It's free. It's easy. Just type it in, tinyurl.com/vision chat. You can talk to everybody else watching, because I'm streaming on 4 different platforms right now. That's kind of a fucking pain in the ass. It's a huge pain in the ass, by the way. I spent hours, so I hope you guys are enjoying this shit. I'm having a great time. I'm a little drunk, so I'm sorry if this is not the highest quality entertainment as it can be. Normally, our bass player, Dan, he keeps me in check when we DJ after we play. So, in any case, in keeping with the 80s, we're going to talk a little bit more about horror movies. So again, this is a multimedia, not just quite a dance party, but we're throwing in some horror stuff. We're throwing in some trivia. So this is a little clip that's very near and dear to me because this was a movie that I saw when I was probably 13 or 14. And this scene, not to go too much information, but this is one of the first times that I remember looking at a woman and going, oh my God, I am blown away. And just, I'm like, you can't see it now because of all the bullshit on my face, but I'm blushing because I still think about that moment. Anyway, so this moment that I'm talking about, and this movie that I'm talking about, is a film called Night of the Demons. And it's like pure unadulterated camp. There's a lot of really great gore. It's got Linnea Quigley. She's one of my favorite scream queens. And she does some stuff with a lipstick tube that's just unbelievable. You just gotta watch it. But anyway, so the whole story is these group of teens in the 80s, they go up, they're going to party. I don't know why people in the 80s had to go party in weird, uncomfortable places. Like, just go rent a hotel room or something. But they went to a haunted mansion, so they go to party. And it turns out that the house is possessed by demons. It's not haunted. It's possessed by demons. So the goth girl that brings the crew up to the haunted mansion or the possessed mansion, she gets possessed first. And her name's Angela. And she's sort of the outcast goth girl. And this scene that I'm going to show you right now is the scene that leads into the next song we're going to play. And at some point, I'm just going to go ahead and play the song. You're going to hear a little bit of overlap, but that's okay. It's a great song. So let's watch the scene where Angela subdues and brings in her first victim of Night of the Demons.
Hey, Ants. What the fuck are you doing over there?
Blessed be the sinners, for the day of atonement is at hand.
Say what?
Stigmata bleed continuously, potent hands and feet and weep for me. Stigmata, oh you sorry sight, stigmata in your splintered life. Look to your crimson orifice in holy remembrance in scarlet bliss.
Okay, so that goes on. I don't want to show you too much of the scene because it gets fucking crazy and it's so good. It's so fun. You just gotta watch it. Night of the Demons, one of the best 80s horror movies. Check it out. Oh shit, I'm gonna be echoing here in a minute. Anyway, so we're gonna listen to that song. That song is Stigmata Martyr by Bauhaus. Bauhaus is these guys right here. Oh my God, if you don't know who Bauhaus is, you're missing out. Bauhaus is probably one of the pioneering bands of goth rock. They started out in '79 in England. They are phenomenal. They have a few of the most prolifically avant-garde, weird, just spooky, creepy records. They started out with a record, or a song rather, called Bela Lugosi's Dead, which you've probably heard if you've ever been to any goth night ever. Bela Lugosi's Dead was actually written as kind of a joke, and then they realized, like, wow, this is kind of a fucking cool song. Like, it's prolifically good, it's spooky, it's weird, and they just went with it. So anyway, let's dance to Stigmata Martyr. We're going to stick with some 80s stuff, and then we'll go into some new stuff, and we're going to have a great time for the next hour. So, enjoy!
Fixation, ecstasy, lying cross-checked in agony. Stigmata bleed continuously, both in health and feet and weep for me. Stigmata, oh you sorry sight, stigmata in your splintered life. Look to your crimson orifice in holy remembrance in scarlet bliss. Uno me ne parte, spiriti, spiritus sancto. Uno me ne parte, spiriti, spiritus sancto. Uno me ne parte, spiriti, spiritus sancto.
God damn, y'all. I'm dying. There's so much fog in this house. I had to deactivate all of my smoke detectors. And as a firefighter, I'll tell you, that's not a good idea. So make sure if you set up a goth night in your house and you deactivate all your smoke detectors, put them back on. Because it's very bad. I don't want to have to come to your house to put a fire out. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so just a little tidbit before we keep going. So I'm a paramedic. I'm a firefighter. So my fire department in Metro Atlanta, we run EMS, we run the ambulance, and we run the fire side. And I just want to say, make sure you guys are staying at home. You know, it's really important right now to stay at home. I have been in contact with COVID patients, many of them. I don't even know how many of them, and it's awful. Most of you will get it, or maybe not. But if you do, you'll probably be fine. But the very small percentage, it's horrible and it's life-threatening. So stay at home. Please stay at home. Anyway, I wish you nothing but safety, and I don't want any of you to panic. You're going to be okay. Everything is going to be fine. And we're all going to get through this together. You know, who knows when this is all going to return to normal, but it will. And when we're done with this, Vision Video is going to be touring. We're going to go all over the world. We're going to have a great time. I promise you. We're going to be coming to wherever you are or close by. And so, in the name of drunken, shameless self-promotion, I'm actually going to play a song from our upcoming record. And this song is not off the single. This is a new song that hasn't been released. So if you're catching this right now, this is the first time that anybody has heard this outside the band and the people that recorded this. So I just want to give a big shout out to, again, Tom Ashton from the March Violets, who recorded our record. He is a master. I mean, he just really, truly blew me away at his professionalism, his ability of recording, and I can't say enough good things about him. I mean, he took a good band. We're a very good band, but he made our record incredible, and we're so excited to put this music out there. If you guys have had a good time tonight, please go to our Instagram. If you're on Instagram, hi. Go to our Instagram, follow us. That's our most active source of social media. That's where we put out all of our news and all of our stuff about what's coming out, what's happening. We've got some really exciting stuff coming. I mean, I just cannot tell you how exciting it is. And I am living a dream. I moved back when I left the Army in 2016. I came back to Athens, Georgia to write music and play music. And I had no idea that I was going to get to live my 16-year-old goth kid dreams. And I am doing that. And that's really cool. But it's a part of it is the stuff that we wrote, but a lot of it is because of the response we've had to the single. Guys, follow us on Spotify, stream our music, share our music, please. It makes a huge, huge difference. The more you share it, the bigger it gets out there, and it allows us to, when all this shit is normal again, we'll be able to play it. So, anyway, thanks to Tom Ashton, thanks to my bandmates Emily, Jason, and Dan. I'm going to premiere a song that's probably my favorite off of the record, and this is a track called Static Drone. I'm sorry, I'm going to dance to my own music. I am shameless. Here we go.
My heart beats, all of my blood.
yeah, so this is the normal response that I have after playing that song, is I'm out of breath. I hope you are too. If you're dancing, if you're not, whatever, doesn't matter. I hope you enjoyed the song. If you got all dressed up tonight like I did, that's super rad. Go tag yourself at Vision Video Band in your stories. We'll post it up there. We want to see it. We want to post it. I want to see your pretty faces. This is all smoke and mirrors. Literally, smoke and mirrors. I look like a burning mushroom all the time. All right. I'm not going to lie. I got a little distracted with that. Oh, yeah. I know what we're doing. We're sticking to new music right now. We're going to go back to the 80s towards the end. Got a last little bit of snacks for you. But right now, we're going to play some new stuff. And this is going to be just sort of a collection of stuff that I've been listening to personally. Oh, wait, one more thing. We have shirts. If you guys like Vision Video, I'm beyond honored. We have some shirts. We've got the Vision Video Eye. This is a reimagining of the video store image that we took our name from. Vision Video was a video store, closed about 3 years ago. It was one of our favorite things in Athens. It closed. We took its name because we miss it, we love it, and it sounds cool. Vision Video. Come on to our Instagram, DM us. They're $17 plus shipping. We'll try to figure out international stuff. Anyway, there's that one. And there's this one. Yay, shameless self-promotion! Woo! This is Jennifer Niswonger Morris. She did this design. She's a wonderful lady. We love her to death. Anyway, DM us if you want to buy one. We'll figure it out. We don't have a storefront yet, but anyway, we're going to have one later. Anyway, on to music. I'm going to play some new stuff. This next track, I believe these guys are from California. Might be wrong about that. But in any case, one of my favorite bands right now, Twin Tribes, killing it with Dark Crystal.
Thank you.
hell. So that was Boy Harsher, a song called L.A., one of my favorite bands as of late. Boy Harsher comes out of Savannah, Georgia. I think they've moved to New York or somewhere else, maybe L.A., I don't know. But they're wonderful. I got to meet them a while back, just at one of their shows. It was really fantastic. They're a really phenomenal group. It's a duo, and go check them out, Boy Harsher. Before that, you had Fearing. I don't succinctly know where they're from. They're American. They just put out a record called Shadow. That song was called Catacombs, and it blows my fucking mind how good they are. I sent them a message on Instagram the other day. I said, as soon as this shit is done with the pandemic, we're playing a show together. Please, 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 because I am like unabashed fan. So that's been like an interesting thing about playing music with Vision Video has been meeting people that are like, you know, that you're a fan of and like not being a fucking dork. And it's really hard sometimes, but you got to do it. So anyway, hopefully we'll play shows with both of those bands. I'm going to play a couple more new ones. These are bands again that are coming up now because I'm on a lot of forums and I listen to a lot of groups on Facebook, and people are like, "Oh, goth is, like unironically dead. It is done. Post-punk is done. Blah blah blah." That's bullshit. There's so many fucking great bands, so many, and I hope I can turn you on to a couple of them. So this song is called Sanri. It's from a band called She Passed Away. And they are from Turkey, and these guys are killing it. If you don't dance to this, there's something wrong with you. I don't know. I'm just making this shit up.
Söndürdüler.
Okay. I have a full disclaimer about that song because you guys see me. I'm taking a break. I was gonna go right into the next one, but I have to have a disclaimer. I have no fucking clue what those dudes are saying. But when I was dating this girl years ago, when I first found them, and I was like, oh, she passed away. Amazing. Let me look up their lyrics. And I think it might be like an issue of translation, because it was like, it was just like, the insects are crawling in, and like that over and over again. But amazing! It's fucking incredible music. Doesn't matter. We're gonna play something else. This is from Spain, but it's in Polish. Let's see if you could guess who it is. Okay, so I'm playing a lot of new music, and I'm seeing the chats are blowing up about who the fuck are these bands. So that last one is a band called Belgrado. Belgrado, probably Belgrado, Belgrado. and it's a Polish girl singing for a Spanish band. They're out of Barcelona, and they're fucking wonderful. Belgrado. We're going to post all this stuff on Vision Video's page. We're going to make a playlist. So follow us. Go to Vision Video on Spotify. Follow our music. That's how I suck you in. I make you follow my music, and then I bring you to the fucking playlist because I'm a shyster. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Follow us on Spotify, and you're going to see tomorrow I'm going to post the playlist of every single thing I've played tonight. Every single last track. I promise you, it's going to be a good time. Belgrado is awesome. Polish girls singing for a Spanish band. They are just incredible. If you look them up on YouTube, there's a really cool video of them playing, and it's just phenomenal. It's just like a killer track. It's like one of the most authentic kind of death rock, post-punk. They heavily remind me of X-Mal Deutschland. Anyway, one more new one, and then we're going to go into some more horror movie stuff. Some lovely horror movie stuff. Oh, the next couple things are great. So anyway, this is the last new one, and we're going to go back to the 80s for a little while. But this is one of my favorite bands right now. It's a band called Holy Grail. This song is called Signal. They just put out a record in 2018 called Modern Cult. It's fucking unbelievable. I mean, they nailed it. They nailed the sound. I just cannot say enough about this band. This is a band that I wish I could be in. And yeah, so anyway, Signals, you guys rock the fuck out to this song. Somebody's dancing with their cat. That's awesome. God damn, right? I mean, that is just a fucking banger. Those guys are from Cologne, Germany. It's my home country. I was born in Berlin, so I have a lot of love for German artists. Alright, so we're going to go back to some horror trivia stuff. I don't know how good this is going to be. I've drank a lot of stuff now. But anyway, so this next little segment is going to go into a really, really phenomenal, shitty, but phenomenal horror movie. This movie is called Demons 2. It's the second one. So Demons 2 is the sequel to Demons, right? So it was a Lamberto Bava movie that was sort of advertised as a Dario Argento movie. Dario Argento sort of produced it, but he didn't really do much with it. Lamberto Bava sort of did all of it. He directed it. He did a lot of the behind-the-scenes work. So Demons 1 is about a bunch of people stuck in a movie theater. Demons infiltrate, kill everybody, the world ends. Demons 2 is like loosely connected to that movie in a really stupid way. And the beginning of it tries to pull it in. It doesn't really work. It's kind of hilarious. It's very stupid. But the movie is fucking great. It's so much fun. I love Demons 2. I cannot recommend it again enough. Demoni 2 in Italian. I don't know what due in Italian. Demone due. I don't know. Anyway, Demons 2 has one of the best soundtracks. It has Peter Murphy. It has this next song, and it has the next one after that. And maybe the next one after that. So, we're going to watch the trailer. Let's watch the trailer. Here we go.
Entertainment is proud to announce that a blockbuster horror experience is coming soon, right after its current theatrical release. Demons 2, The Nightmare Returns. There's nowhere to hide. No place to run. No one is safe. The Nightmare Returns.
Alright, so I'm hit that awkward situation where the Instagram stream is down because they only allow me to stream for 40 minutes, and I'm streaming on 4 different platforms. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play a song from that. That snuck up on me, so I'm sorry. Talk amongst yourselves. Alright, so this is one of near and dear, I've said that like 4 times tonight, near and dear track to me. You're gonna dig it. This is off of the Demons 2 soundtrack. Yeah! All right. Holy hell. Okay, so there's one more little horror movie thing that I want to bring up, and that is something that have again for the 5th time tonight, near and dear to my heart. If you couldn't see, it's not this arm, it's this arm. I have a Pet Cemetery tattoo. It's from the Native American Micmac burial ground, and I fucking love that story. It's one of my favorite stories. I've read that book a million times, and if you haven't seen the 1989 Mary Lambert directed film, features Dale Midkiff and something Crosby. My brain is going. I've drank too many of these goddamn seltzer drinks. Anyway, if you haven't seen this movie, it is gut-wrenching. And when I was 8 years old, my father and my sister watched this movie, and they were sitting in the living room, and I snuck into the living room, and I snuck behind the couch because I was obsessed with horror movies. I loved, like, classic horror cinema, which is basically all that my dad let me watch at this point. He didn't let me watch anything that was really graphic, but I snuck in, and I creeped in, and I watched behind the couch, and they didn't know I was there the whole 2 hours of the movie. This movie is fucking horrifying. It's awful, it's gruesome, it's gut-wrenching, it's brutal, and it's so good. It's so good! You gotta watch Pet Sematary 1989. Denise Crosby is the lady that I was thinking of. Anyway, we're gonna watch the trailer, because why not? Why not? You know, we might as well. Here it is.
At the edge of the woods, behind the Creed's new house, is the old animal graveyard, the place where devoted pets are laid to rest.
Daddy, is church all right?
What is this place?
I brought you here to bury Alan's cat.
I dreamed he got hit by a car and you and Mr. Crandall buried him.
Why, Judd?
I had my reasons.
What did we do tonight, Judd?
What we did, Lois, was a secret. But some don't stay.
May the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face to shine upon you.
You're thinking thoughts best not thought of, Lois.
Daddy's gonna do something really bad.
That's why no one ever buried a human being out there.
You're thinking of putting them up there. Don't deny the thought hadn't crossed your mind.
And why nothing ever rests in peace.
If it doesn't work, I'll just put him back to sleep. Come back to me, Gage. Come back to us.
Paramount Pictures presents Stephen King's all-time best-selling tale of horror.
Gage?
First I play with Judd. Mommy came and I play with Mommy. We had an awful good time.
What did you do?
What did you do?
Pet Cemetery.
Now I'm gonna play with you.
Oh, yes. Pet fucking Cemetery. I love that movie so much that I have it tattooed on my arm in the Native American Micmac burial ground. I love it. You gotta check it out. 1989. There's a sequel. It's okay. I wouldn't necessarily say I love it. Well, I don't know. I kind of do love it. I love it because it's fucking terrible. Anyway, so we're going to listen to a track that came off of the original movie soundtrack. And this song is so ridiculous, but I fucking love it. It's so much fun. And it's from a band that you just like, you say, really? They did this? And it's a punk band called The Ramones. Nobody knows who the Ramones are, right? Yeah, right. So, the Ramones did this song called Pet Cemetery. And it is a goth rock song. Like, it is straight up goth rock. And I love it the fare of the lyrics is super ridiculous, and it's just a great track. So we're going to listen to it, and I got one more for you, and then I'm calling it a night because I'm tired. So anyway, enjoy this.
Under the October with the steamboats, ancient goblins and wallows come at the grand light making a sound. The smell of death is all around. And at night when the cold wind blows, no one cares, nobody knows. I don't wanna be buried in a pet cemetery. I don't want to live my life again. I don't wanna be buried in a pet cemetery. I don't want to live my life again. Fall addicted to the sacred place. This ain't a dream, I can't escape. Molars and fangs that are picking up bones. Spirits moaning among the tombstones. And at night when the moon is bright, someone cries something ain't right. I don't wanna be buried in a pet cemetery. I don't want to live my life again. I don't wanna be buried in a pet cemetery. I don't want to live my life again. The moon is full, the air is still. All of a sudden I feel a chill. Victor is grinning, flesh is riding away. Skeleton dance, I curse these days. And at night when the wolves cry out, listen close and you can hear me shout. I don't wanna be buried in a pet cemetery. I don't want to live my life again. I don't wanna be buried in a pet cemetery. I don't want to live my life again. Oh no. Oh no. I don't want to live my life again. Oh no. Oh, I don't want to live my life again. Oh no, no, no.
Holy shit! So that is Pet Cemetery by the Ramones. That's my second to last song for the night. I hope you caught all this. To those of you that started with me from the beginning and that are here to the end, I love you. Those that only caught the last 30 seconds, I love you still. Go follow us, Vision Video, on Instagram. Vision Video Band on Instagram. We're putting out tons of new music soon. We're putting out our LP. We're going to probably get signed soon, and that means good things for us. So, to all of you out there, I'm going to do this again in a few weeks. I don't know. It's really tough because I'm working a lot with the fire department. Anyway, I hope all of you are safe. This last song is something... this is just like... I like to end dance parties on like a low... lovely note, and this is a song that I just love so much. This is from a musical. It's called Hedwig and the Angry Inch, and this song is called The Origin of Love, and it's just such a good song. And to those of you out there that are feeling isolated, because I think most of us are, don't worry, this is going to end. You're going to get through this. Everything's going to be okay. Stay home, stay safe, stay healthy. Thanks for showing up tonight. I hope you had as much fun as I did. I am disgusting. My house smells like a fog machine. My cats are terrified. My neighbors are wondering what the fuck is going on. But I'm going to do this again in a couple weeks. So anyway, this is my last song. This is The Origin of Love. So sing it with me if you know it.
When the earth was still flat and clouds made of fire and mountains stretched up to the sky, sometimes higher. Folks roamed the earth like big rolling kegs. They had 2 sets of arms, they had 2 sets of legs, they had 2 faces peering out of one giant head, so they could watch all around them as they talked while they read, and they never knew nothing of love. It was before the origin of love. The origin of love. The origin of love. The origin of love. And there was 3 sexes then, one that looked like 2 men glued up back to back. They called the children of the sun, and similar in shape and girth was the children of the earth. They looked like 2 girls rolled up in one. And the children of the moon was like a fork stuck on a spoon. They was part sun, part earth, part daughter, part son. The origin of love. Gods grew quite scared of our strength and defiance, and Thor said, I'm gonna kill them all with my hammer, like I killed the giants. But Zeus said, no, you better let me use my lightning like scissors, like I cut the legs off the whales, dinosaurs into lizards. And then he grabbed up some bolts, he let out a laugh, said I'll split them right down the middle, gonna cut them right up in half. In the storm clouds gathered above into great balls of fire. And then fire shot down from the sky in bolts like shining blades of a knife, and it ripped right through the flesh of the children of the sun and the moon and the earth. And some Indian gods sewed the wound up to a hole, pulled around to our bellies to remind us the price we paid. Then Osiris, the gods of the Nile, gathered up a big storm to blow a hurricane, to scatter us away. The flood of wind and rain, the sea of tidal waves, to wash us all away. If we don't behave, they'll cut us down again. We'll be hopping around on 1 foot and looking through 1 eye. Last time I saw you, we just split in 2. You was looking at me, I was looking at you. You had a way so familiar I could not recognize, 'cause you had blood on your face, I had blood in my eyes. But I could swear by your expression that the pain down in your soul was the same as the one down in mine. Oh, that's the pain that cuts a straight line down through the heart. We called it love. We wrapped arms around each other, trying to shove ourselves back together. We was making love, making love. It was a cold dark evening, such a long time ago. By the
Fuck it! One more song! One more song! You know it! Would you fuck me? I'd fuck me! Wait. We did a goth night. I fucked up my makeup and ecstasy. We didn't play the goddamn Cure. So here it is, the last one. This is really the last one. Dance with me, motherfuckers. This is it. Damn, y'all. What a fucking night. I cannot tell you enough how much fun I've had. I'm going to do this again in maybe a week or two, probably a couple weeks. Anyway, follow us, Vision Video, on Instagram. That's where my band does our thing. We're going to put out a whole bunch of new music soon. It's going to be really great. Look at our last post. We're selling shirts. It's these guys. Shameless self-promotion. Look at that. It's beautiful. You want it? Yeah. I mean, it's pretty good. Fuck this camera. Yeah, it's good. So, anyway, there's another one, too. This guy. Yeah, you got it. Okay, so, I look like a coal miner now. I've smeared all my makeup. I'm really tired. My right quadricep is cramping heavily. I love you guys. Thank you guys for coming. Stay safe. Stay home. Stay home. I can't tell you enough as a medical professional. Stay home. Stay home. Follow us. We're going to do it again. You guys are awesome. Sayonara. Goodbye. Have a lovely night. Mwah.